I'm actually starting this video really pissed off because firstly, I've forgotten my memory card for my camera, so I can't record. And secondly, I've forgotten my charger for my camera. So I'm having to record on my phone, which is not really ideal, but hey ho. This is all I've got right now. So I think you know what's gonna happen today. I'm gonna be answering your questions that you sent me through Instagram. And you know, they're not your normal get to know me questions. Like, what's my favourite drink? Or do I prefer cats or dogs? No. You fuckers wanna know how big my tits are and when I'm gonna start my first porno. That's the questions that I get. But I can't act surprised, okay? I'm not gonna act surprised. We're just gonna get into it. But before I do, please remember to like and subscribe to my channel. And yeah, let's get into it. Guys, believe it or not, I do actually have some normal questions. So I'm gonna throw them in this video for people that are curious or just new to the channel. But the first normal question that I got was, how old are you? I'm actually 22 now. My first ever Q&A video on YouTube, I was 20 years of age. So yeah, I've changed a lot since then. The next question is, where do you live now? And obviously I'm originally from Wales, but I do live in Hertfordshire for uni. And yeah, I'm still living there now. I'm in my last year of uni, so yeah, I'm still living there. Someone asked, how's the degree going? And I ain't gonna lie to you, I am struggling a little bit because I just don't feel motivated to do any uni work. And I know I need to, but because of the online learning, like I'm basically teaching myself a degree and it's just not the same like when you're in the classroom. I just feel like you learn more in the classroom, and there have been times where I've just wanted to drop out because I just can't stick it, but I am gonna stick it out like 100% because I do want to finish the degree and I do want the degree because I want to do something with that when I finish uni. So yeah, it's very hard, but yeah, I'm just gonna stay strong and do it. Oh guys, this dog is doing my nutting. It won't stop blinking barking. Do you know what, we're just gonna have to carry on. What are your plans for the future? And I actually find this quite tricky to answer because I'm so indecisive and I always change my mind about pretty much anything. But I do know that I want to move out next year or the year after and just get a place somewhere. But it's just deciding where I want to go. I also do really want to continue my glamour stuff and do more with it. And do that for as long as I can, basically, until I go into a real job. I would love to start my own lingerie line, designed for like bigger chests. Because, see, when I buy lingerie, I always critique it. Like, I always think, oh, I could do with a bit more lace or a bit more mesh here, and I'm just so annoying about it. But if I had my own and designed my own, like, that would be the dream. Of course, I do want to go around traveling the world. I love traveling. I'm really passionate about traveling, actually. I feel sorry for the people that don't travel because they really are missing out. Definitely more traveling in the future. I had a few questions asking if I was single and if I had a boyfriend. And to confirm, I am single. I have been single for over a year now. It's been a while. When I was watching my first ever Q&A video, I was actually in a relationship then. But yeah, I am single. And I have realised that there's actually no one in this world for me right now, like absolutely no one. And obviously with what I'm doing and everything, like I just look at men really differently. So the next time I'll have a boyfriend, it will be with somebody that I will want to spend the rest of my life with. So yeah, I am going to be single for a very long time. I do not plan on having a boyfriend, and yeah, I'm really happy being single. I was actually really buzzing when people were asking me if I was going to stream on Twitch again. But the answer is, I don't really know, because the thing is, with my house, I have the shittest Wi-Fi in the world and I literally had to use my 4G. So it nearly made it impossible for me to stream because the internet was so bad. It was crashing all the time. You couldn't really talk to me because it was just lagging and it was just a bit of a mess. But do you know what? That's actually made my day because I used to love streaming for a little bit, and yeah, as you probably know, or if you don't know, I do love gaming. Like, you'd think changing the Wi-Fi would be simple, but it actually isn't. Someone asked me, have you ever had any footballers in your DMs? And yeah, I've had a few footballers in my DMs, and I did go out with a footballer when I was younger. But to be honest, I don't really want to associate myself with those kinds of people, because usually they are trouble, and the people that have been in my DMs usually have like girlfriends. So yeah, not really my type. On the topic of types, someone asked me, what's your biggest turn-ons in a guy? What you look for in a man you want to be with? I mean, I do have an image of my head of who I want to end up with and what I'd want him to be like, but typically I'd usually just go for someone who's quite alpha and someone who's quite intimidating and hard to speak to, if that makes any sense. I don't know why I find that so sexy. Biggest turn on for me, like a guy not really giving a fuck about what other people think about them. They're just doing their own thing. Kind of like a similar mindset to me. So someone asked me, what do you post on your OnlyFans? And I ain't gonna lie, my content has changed from the first year. In my first year, I was just doing like bikini pictures and lingerie pictures, and I would do an odd video now and again because I was with somebody back then. But now, I do have topless pictures on my feed, and I do charge extra for topless pictures and videos. So yeah, the only change really is that I'm topless and I'm doing a lot more videos. But yeah, it's not gonna go any further than that, by the way. I'm just gonna stick to topless because boobs are boobs in it. I don't really care. Like, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I know that sounds probably crazy to everybody else, but they're just a pair of boobs. I really want to answer this question because it happened to me yesterday, but someone said, what annoys you the most? And I don't know if this bugs anyone else, but it certainly fucking annoys me. When someone asks you to watch a movie with them, yeah? And you just politely agree because you're just a nice person, right? So you get ready to watch the movie and you turn around and they're just on their phone. Huh? Huh? Why are you on your phone? Why? Why? I don't want to watch this shitty movie that you asked me to watch. I'm fucking watching this movie because you asked me to. Why the fuck are you on your phone? Oh my god, that actually really pissed me off. And do you know the worst thing is? They ask me then, what's going on? What's happening? I don't care what's fucking happening. I'm just more concentrated on the fact that you're on your fucking phone and not watching this movie. How the fuck am I meant to know, mate? I don't know. Fucking watch the movie then. Here comes the crazy questions. Would you do a video of you having sex? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I ain't gonna film myself having sex. Never. I have been asked on many occasions, but I always politely decline because I don't want to. Same as a fucking porno. I ain't starring in no porno, hen. I'm sorry. I ain't gonna do it. Don't want to do it. How are your emoji cherries so big? It's quite hard to put two and two together. I grew them myself, and I think with the help of my mother, who also has a gigantic tits, give me those too. So there's your answer. So the question that everyone is dying to bloody know. Bra size, your boob size, what size your tits? I think I've answered this before, but they do change now and again, only because I just find a new bra that fits me. But I am like, what am I, 30, well, in Victoria's Secret, I'm a 32 triple D. In like Ann Summers, I'm a 34F. Like, it just varies. It's just depending where I get my bras from, really. But someone asked me, what was the worst vacation you've ever had? And oh, this is a bad one. So in the summer, me and my brother went to Spain, and one of the nights when we were in Spain, we had way too much to drink and we ended up arguing really, really bad. And yeah, he ended up flying home. Yeah, it was really, really bad. I mean, the argument itself wasn't bad, it was just the way we argued was quite bad. So I was left in Spain, and at the time I was talking to this guy who I'd met a couple of times. I didn't really know him that well, and I told him about what had happened. So he flew out the next day to be with me. Now bear in mind, I was really, really upset. I was in no mood to do anything fun, or I I was just in a really, really bad mood because of, obviously I'd never really argued with my brother before, so it really did like take a toll on my fucking mood. It did. So when he arrived, I really wasn't looking forward for him to come, I ain't gonna lie. And when he did come, all he fucking did was annoy me. Annoy me. I had the ick about every single thing that he done. Honest to God, like I just couldn't be around him. I know that sounds terrible, but I just was just so annoyed. But I think it's because I was in such a bad mood because I'd argued with my brother. Like, he was just honestly just winding me up. I think we were together for about like 6-7 days, maybe. Yeah, maybe not, like 5 or 6 days I was with him. And like the worst thing is, like, he complained about stupid things, and our humour was totally different as well. Like, I was just thinking the whole time, like, you are just annoying as fuck. He got on my nerves that much. I had never sent him another text. I just left him, didn't text him again. Yeah, that was it. Honestly, it was the worst holiday. Send me a nude, I'm 13 years old, and wank on you. Right. Someone asked me how much did it cost to go to Dubai, including spending. And if you don't know, I just like pretty much come home from Dubai. To be fair, like the cost of actually getting there and stuff, like it wasn't that much. Spending money, I spent over £1,000 in 4 days. But to be fair, we did a hell of a lot. Doing like 2 events in a day. We just sacked everything in those 4 or 5 days that we were there. I did end up spending quite a bit of money when I was there, because obviously I was drinking a lot. Like, I was drinking throughout the days and everything. Like, I was hammered in Dubai. Total, I'd say about 3.5 grand. And I'm going back in March, and I cannot wait to see what the new year brings. That's the end of me answering your questions. I would answer the others, but they're along the lines of when was the last time you had a titty fuck, or last time you got your back door smashed. So yeah, I think I'm gonna leave that out. But yeah, thank you ever so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe to this video, and I shall see you in my next one. Goodbye.